I'm using gyroscopic controls when I'm playing DMZ and Warzone. And on my channel, DMZ Solo Runs, people often ask me, what is the configuration, how do I use it, and why do I use it, and what it is, first of all. Let me show you something. Now, I'm in the middle of the DMZ game right now. Hopefully, nobody will kill me, right? But as you see, I can aim using the gyroscopic controls like that. You see, when I'm aiming down sights, it's a little bit less sensitivity, but like I'm aiming using gyroscope motion sensor in my controller, which is dual sense edge. It's from Sony, but it works on a regular dual sense as well, right? And how it goes? So you just aim, and yeah, like you aim naturally with your mouse or in virtual reality, right? And as you see, I can aim with my sniper rifle by just moving, right? Another thing, I have Gyro always on, and another thing with what I'm doing actually, because the monitor is just in front of me, right? To quickly turn, I'm not going like that, right? I'm not turning away from the monitor. I'm using the stick in the special mode, which is called flick stick. So how it works? This stick no longer controls vertical movement, only horizontal, and in a very funny way. So if you pull it down, it just goes 180 degrees. If you pull it right or left, it goes 90 degrees, right? It just like imagine that this is like 360 degrees, and so the way you pull it, let's say you want to look back, then you pull it down. If you want to look the other way, then just pull it the way you want to look, actually. So if you want to look any way, like there, so pull it there, okay? This is one thing. Another thing, you can actually pull it and keep it there, and then you can rotate the stick while holding it to the edge of this little opening over here. Then you can rotate very quickly if you want. But this is how it works, right? And then another thing which to note, there is no aim assist, okay? Let's go and hunt some bots first. Just show you how you play and control your... Yeah, I'm usually holding the controller like that and playing while standing, but because I want you to see the controller, so I'm just holding it in an unusual way. But to let you know that this is pretty comfortable. If I want to look back, I'm just like using my flick stick. I can even jump and look back and again. Let's say here's the bot, right? So again, the aiming goes very natural, like with this movements, right? And then when I go in this little building over here, I'm gonna show you my settings. I'm gonna explain how the settings work. So if you go to the settings, right? How to turn on the gyroscopic controls? You go to Advanced tab. It's in Modern Warfare 2 and DMZ, right? And then you go, there is a section called Gyro aiming. So I have it always on, okay? There are other options like off, obviously you have it off if you don't use it. ADS only. It's for the beginners though, but it's not when you're using flick stick. Anyway, so if you pick ADS only, so you turn like normal using your stick, right? And then you walk like normal, so no longer you have this flick stick option. But when you aim down sights, you actually have Gyro to help you aiming. But be aware that there is no aim assist. When you actually turn on Gyro, aim assist automatically turned off, okay? Other options there in the controller settings is hip fire only. This is a very strange one, so you can run like you do with the flick stick and everything, but when you aim down sight, you want to aim with the stick. I'm not using this, but if you want, you can use it, okay? They caught me off guard, these guys. I didn't want them to catch me while I'm in this very strange setting, okay? Okay, let's go and change it again. Controller, hip fire only, and ADS equipment. It's when you use equipment as well. So if you use, let's say, binoculars or Semtex, you can use a Gyro, and when you're aiming down sights, okay? But I mean, I'm using always on, and I suggest you to use always on because of flick stick, which is very good. Anyway, so if I go if I go to that setting, I want to this Gyro behavior to actually always on, right? Another very important thing is called Gyro ratcheting, right? And Gyro ratcheting setting, I have it for touchpad. What it is essentially? Gyro ratcheting is used when you want to turn off the gyro. Actually, sometimes you want to turn off the gyro, and why? I can tell you why. Let's say, for example, if you're in very uncomfortable position right now, but you want to stay looking into that door, you want to turn off the gyroscope, and let's say I have it for touchpad, so you don't have to press it, you just have to touch it. I touch it, and then I go like that, right? I touch it and I go like that, right? So this is how it works, right? So if you touch and move your gyroscopic control, like again, you're looking in a very strange way, you want to keep looking up, so then you touch the ratcheting button, and then you can. It's for the centering. Sometimes when I'm just in awkward position, I can center it by just doing this movement. So, but I mean, this is the way it is, right? Okay, let's go and see the next setting on the controller. So now we talk about gravity vector. Gravity vector setting, okay, it's for. Literally, you have to have it. If you play it on monitor or TV, you have to turn it on, because gravity vector just when you turn the controller, it always looks where the gravity is. Even if you put it like that, then you turn it this way, the gravity is down, right? But if you can hold the controller anyway, and it always calculates gravity that it's over there, right? But the thing is that if you change the setting, okay, to off, then in that case you can't really turn it like that, because it always wants to be oriented versus controller. So then you can only turn like this, right, using this movement. Why do you need that? This setting is perfect for when you use actually handheld device. So imagine that you have a screen over here, right? And then you look into your screen, and then it's the perfect actually for example, Steam Deck or PS Portal, right? I don't recommend to play Gyro on PS Portal, but you still can. But if you do on Steam Deck, for example, and you're looking into this screen, then this setting needs to be set, right? But we don't use it, so we have to have it on. As of sensitivity, I have it for 4 and 4. I just prefer it that way. So why I have it like that? Because I will explain. Look at the compass. If it's looking north, right? And then I'm turning my controller all the way this way. Oh, sorry. Anyway, let's again. Let's look north, right? Anyway, so when I turn the controller, okay, when I turn the controller 180 degrees, let me just perfectly just make it like that. Okay, when I turn it 180 degrees, it looks the same direction, right? North. So that's how it works for me. If you put it more than so like 90 degrees turns 180 degrees in the game, for example, for me. But you can use it, adjust it as you want, right? So I have similar setting for vertical aiming, but you see there is like a glass wall. When you just go too high, like then you no longer important, right? It only moves until some point. Okay, that's why you can actually center the view like that. Oh, this helicopter actually is annoying, right? It just needs to shut up. I'm just trying to show you something and then it just talks all the time, this helicopter. Anyway, so we go next. The next setting would be horizontal inversion of gyro and gyro vertical inversion. We don't need that, but it just literally inverts your aiming, right? Oh my god, this guy is so annoying, really annoying. I don't know how to get rid of him. I don't know how to get rid of this guy. It literally talks all the time. Anyway, while we're running away from him, right? I just want to run away from him. But while we're running away from him, you can see how I'm aiming and how I'm using my controller, right? Let's just literally run away. This is annoying, right? I wanna go to some place which is not that loud. Okay. And as you see, when I'm actually using a vehicle, the gyroscope is not on. So that's why I'm actually using the vehicle. When I'm in the vehicle, gyro is not really working. This helicopter, I think he just have a beef against me, and I can't really get rid of him. But in the vehicle, you have to use normal controls, right? Anyway, so now I think it's quiet over here. I think he just stayed there. Let's go to the next settings. The next setting would be FOV sensitivity scaling, and it have to be turned on. I don't know why this setting even there, because when you're using higher zooms, like you have a sensitivity kind of scaled accordingly, right? But if you don't do that, the game becomes unplayable. So look, let me turn it off. And okay, it's normal maybe using this scope, right? But when I'm using scope which is a higher zoom, you see I can't really have it steady. It just goes like that way because it doesn't scale sensitivity. So what I'm going to suggest you to always use the sensitivity scaling on. Motion sensor uses stick ADS sensitivity. I don't think you need this. It just I don't know how it actually scales, but I mean you have normal sensitivity on your sticks, and it just if you want to use it the same way as here, you can actually have it, but they're not the same, right? So don't use it, right? Configure everything over here. Okay, this is multiplier for ADS. When I'm aiming down sights, I have 0.9 kind of, the sensitivity is less by 10%, right? So that's what I'm doing. Okay, this is like the same as in your stick settings. Gyro adds ADS sensitivity transition timing, instant. So this is fine. Instant is fine actually, because it just only tells you when to change sensitivity when you're aiming down sights, okay? And so you want it to be changed instantly, right? That's what's happening. Okay, in the controller instant, there is other setting, radial after zoom. I don't know. I'm not using these settings. You can have custom sensitivities per zoom level, like as you have it in your normal settings, right? But you don't want to use this. Okay, if you want to do it, I'm not using it. And there is another important bit. It's steadying threshold and initial scale, okay? So staging threshold is very important because you see, although my hands are not shaking, but they're actually moving. You don't see them and stuff. So if you don't have this staging threshold, let's say it is set to 0, right? Let's put it to 0. Then you see my controller movements are used, and you see it's very, very unsteady. So this is how I actually found the good setting there. You can play with this, but higher value is actually better, better steadying, but less sensitivity, right? Less accuracy, okay? And this steadying initial scale is just a multiplier which you can actually make this steadying effect bigger or smaller, right? At the moment I have 0.2 and it's actually fine, right? So as you see here, it's very steady. So when I'm aiming, I can aim at anything and it's precise enough. I can aim at anything. Let's aim at helicopter, for example, okay? I can aim, a water tower, okay? It's all good, right? I can aim very precise, and you see it's not really a problem at all. So use my setting 50 and 0.2 and you will be fine, okay? Let's go to the next one. Controller setting is a very interesting one, is this flick stick. Gyro only, flick stick activation or on, you can decide, but I suggest gyro only because flick stick will work only when gyro is on, okay? So you can turn on off gyro in your settings and then flick stick will go away, because flick stick is literally this thing. When you actually, as I shown you in the beginning, when you pull it any direction, it just pulls any direction, right? And then if I hold it, then I can rotate, right? This is the flick stick. And flick stick has settings which you don't have to change, but if you want to change them, there is a flick duration. For example, now it's 0.1 seconds, but if you put it to 1 second just for the demonstration, right? Look now. Now flick will take 1 second and it will be very, very slow. Look. You see? If it takes 1 second and very, very slow. So I suggest you to put it 0.1 as the minimum value, right? And don't touch other settings, like put them like I have here, right? This is pretty much summary of my settings for DMZ, right? And then we can perhaps go and play a little bit versus bots, and it's not a magic setting which will help kill other players or something, right? But it really helps with your quick aiming and quick reaction time. Pretty much like a mouse. Pretty much like a mouse. So why I'm using Gyro? Because I want, if someone shoots me in the back, I want quickly turn, right? And I want to aim very quickly. Sometimes with the controller, it's not possible.
Ultra One, you've got hostile reinforcements in.
You see, I can be precise enough, like with a mouse, and really quick. I can change targets and stuff, right? Here you go.
We're back in business, human.
Let's keep going. Let's meet some other players. Why not? Why not to spend the rest of the game just playing as normal. Okay, I'm not going to explain anything about the gyroscopic controls, anything, but the only thing I would like to mention that there is the same settings in Modern Warfare 3 as well, but they're just under different category there, and they have their own category and they have motion controls or something like that. But literally, if you configure everything over here, then these settings will be automatically ported
Be advised, winds are picking up.
to Modern Warfare 3. Okay? Okay, let's go get the mask. I have the mask is not good. I want to have the mask. Okay. Okay, I know that there is a scuba mask over here sometimes. Okay, it's here. Okay. I would like to challenge maybe some players, although I don't know where they are.
Ultra One, you've got hostile reinforcements incoming. Ultra One, activity is increasing near your location. Stay alert.
Bots are very aggressive over here in this game. Headshot. Here you go. This is how precise this is. Actually, I'm not playing any worse than if I will play with keyboard and mouse or with the controller with aim assist. I'm not playing any worse than that. I think I have more freedom of movements. I can really quickly move. And yeah, so just another way of controlling it. And I think it may be it may have its own advantages as well as disadvantages, because the main disadvantage is that there's no aim assist, right? You have to use your own aiming capabilities, right? Like, but I can tell you another thing which is important. So aiming can be done in many ways. Like you can actually use your wrists, right? Your hands, then your elbows, right, to move, then your entire body as well. And then you can lean, for example, a little bit if you want to be a little bit more precise. Or you can flick fast, right? Or you can use your body and you can lean a little bit like that. So the gyroscopic controls on PlayStation 5 and 4 are very precise.
Be advised, threat level is high in this.
Unfortunately, there is no thing such a thing on Xbox, but the DualSense gyro is very, very precise. I'm just aiming exactly where I want to. Okay, let's go and see in the map. Where's the people? Can we meet someone? Really, we can go to the Al-Mazrah city and challenge there someone, okay? I think it's the best way. But I don't have any vehicles there. Oh, I have a vehicle. Again, as I'm saying, vehicles are actually when you're in the vehicle, there is no gyroscopic controls because, and it's good thing. So you actually drive as normal, okay? But when you even aiming from the vehicle, gyro is used, okay? Let's go and challenge some players.
Radiation through the area. Advise moving to extraction when able.
Even if they kill me, it will be glorious because I'm using the gyro. But I see that there is someone shooting over there, right?
Ultra One, enemy threat is low.
I'm playing solo because my channel name is DMZ Solo Runs, okay? But I didn't play this game, I was actually showing my settings, so take into account this. Oh, there is like a gas already spreading. Let me find some players. I just want to see some players. I just want to see some players. Oh! What is this little tree? I love DMZ actually. I hope there will be people at the exfil. No one around.
One extraction is inbound at this time.
Oh, I don't have any plates left.
Ultra One, this is Dino 4 inbound for extraction.
I can always go through the cache complex as well, but I wanted to find some people. Where's these bots? Where is he shooting from?
I don't think that boo-boo will heal.
Let's go and hide over here in case if there's a players. Let's hopefully there are no players, but now at this time I will run away. They can be though.
Ultra One, that area is negative for extraction.
Okay, we are safely exfilling in the gas. And that pretty much, guys, concludes my demo.
Copy that. Phoenix 2-3 is on station.
Someone's talking. Oh! Oh my god. I actually as well attacked myself. That was a good exfil, guys. So here you go. I don't feel any disadvantage. I don't feel any disadvantage while I'm playing the gyroscopic controls, and I suggest you, it's very competitive actually way of playing. It's the same as a keyboard and mouse, but in my opinion it's better because you can play while you're standing, okay? And it helps with being more active as well, you know. That's kind of that's my favorite way to control games, and thank you for watching, and see you in the next video, guys. And there was no editing as well. It's all in one go. I just didn't feel like editing anything. I will upload the video as it is. I like it as it is. Anyway, if there are questions, comments down below, okay? Thank you. Bye.